Hi, hello. It's Steve Koenig here. Great to be with you again, Michael, and delighted to talk again. Thank you for attending CES Unveiled, and look forward to you coming to CES. In this season of COVID-19, we continue to see 5G roll out across the world, different countries, including the United States and, of course, France as well. And this work is continuing because I think really two reasons. Consumers want faster speeds for watching video, listening to music, playing games, and just connecting generally with their mobile devices. And second, industry wants to utilize the capabilities of 5G in terms of its faster speeds, greater capacity, and lower latency to automate a lot of processes related to manufacturing, farms, and other aspects of the economy as well. So 5G is really critical for economies around the world to be competitive on a global basis. And we're seeing these networks roll out. Of course, Apple just announced their iPhone 12 that's 5G compatible, Samsung too. So the handsets are coming out, but this is just the beginning, and we're just in 2020. And 5G will continue to expand and roll out over the next several years, because it will take several years. But I think by the middle part of this decade, 2025, we'll probably see some of the more advanced applications for 5G that would include level 4 and 5 self-driving vehicles. These are fully autonomous vehicles operating around town. We'll have Industry 4.0 applications in manufacturing with robotics and so forth. A lot of automation happening, and this has to do with the more advanced capabilities of 5G. But it's going to take a while to get there. There's a lot of infrastructure that needs to be built out. But this is happening now, even in this season of COVID-19. Digital transformation as it pertains to a host of industries across the economy. And this is happening on a number of fronts that would involve, and again, touch points across the economy, but specific to digital transformation in this season. Satya Nadella of Microsoft said that we've seen 2 years worth of digital transformation in about 2 months. That was back in the spring when there was just really this gold rush to the cloud. So cloud is one area where we're seeing a lot of activity. Businesses trying to get there. They're trying to stand up direct-to-consumer models, automate processes to reduce the human footprint in offices or manufacturing centers. Natural language processing is another area. So speech recognition and so forth is another area that we're seeing accelerate in this crisis. A lot of this has to do with advancing the capabilities of digital assistants like Alexa or Google Assistant, but also around automated online customer service. When we're buying everything, just it seems like online these days. Robotic process automation, another area. I've talked a lot about automating process, and this is where AI comes in very, very strongly indeed to automate processes. And lastly, the cloud we talked about, but robotics. So robotics playing across 5G with cloud, with AI, robotic process automation. Sometimes they're in the mix, but robots have also been involved again across the economy, from retail. Even contactless delivery robots serving food, delivering medical supplies or household goods to homes, but also in hospitals for triage. This is another application. Sanitization robots being used in all shapes and sizes to use UV light, ultraviolet light, to instantly sanitize an entire workspace, a hospital room, an office building. The list goes on. So much innovation happening, really just a fast forward of technology applications, technologies being applied for different and new use cases. Drones is a great example here, where where drones were used for certain ways, now more and more are being used to deliver supplies very quickly to communities that might otherwise have to get out, and that's a little unsafe maybe today. So much innovation happening amid this crisis, and we expect that to fully continue into 2021. I have to point to probably the most obvious and I would say most relevant in terms of picking a real clear-cut winner out of this crisis. It has to be digital health and telemedicine. The advances that we've seen, really years worth of innovation compressed. And what's been great to see here is that this isn't just France doing its thing, the US doing its thing, China doing its thing. Everybody has been working on this problem. This is a pandemic. This is a global issue, and health is a global issue. And so we've seen so much innovation really push forward. And this has been great in not only extending care to people who need it, but in the future, that's going to pay dividends in terms of access to health care, but also just changing the nature of care, a lot more remote care options for people who have maybe a chronic disease that they need to manage maybe week to week or even month to month. So where instead of having to go to the doctor's office each week or maybe every month for an appointment, they could have like a almost like a Skype call like this, a digital interaction with their physician. There are wearables that would track and monitor health conditions, vital signs, if you like. That information could be stored and sent to the doctor or even transmitted with 5G again to the doctor in real time. Medicines can be updated, the dosage thereof, a little bit more today, maybe a little less tomorrow. This is the future of medicine, and it's here now. And that's what's been so exciting. So good for humanity. Talk about tech for good. The advancements of digital health in this crisis, this global effort, has been truly remarkable, and will change the nature of medicine and healthcare forevermore. And we are all the beneficiaries of that innovation.